Hello guys, let's start from where we left off, and again please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. On his way to Tongxuan realm, Yang Kai ends up getting sidetracked after he is ambushed by a First Order Origin King Realm Elder of Sword Union, who was looking to kill the Union's young master, Gu Zhenxin. After rescuing Gu Zhenxin, Yang Kai is invited to Azure Tree Star, where he learns from its master, Liu Lan, about the mystery of the Severed World. During the events within the Severed World, Yang Kai again runs into both Shui Yue and Gui Tzu on separate occasions, with the former sparking a mutual romance with him, and the latter agreeing to become a Supreme Elder of High Heaven Sect. Though he later comes into conflict with Purple Star's Second Order Origin King Realm Master, Zilong, Yang Kai manages to steal the legendary Immortal Tree from under the nose of the Severed World's seemingly impossibly powerful seven-colored Radiant Peacock, and ends up being chased back into the star field by this infuriated Divine Bird. Fortunately, the Divine Bird is eventually forced to retreat back to the Severed World due to the rejection of the Hengluo Star Field's world principles, but Zilong continues to pursue Yang Kai and the Immortal Tree until the latter ends up back on the floating continent. Once here, Yang Kai allows his embodiment to refine the floating continent as he himself promotes to the Origin King realm. Yang Kai then kills both Zilong and his arrogant son, Zidong, before finally arriving at Tongxuan realm. However, Yang Kai runs into the soul wisp of a powerful martial artist of a higher realm on Tongxuan realm. Upon Yang Kai's return to Shadowed Star, a now fully awakened Yang Yan explains to him that he must reach the higher world the strange cultivator comes from and then become the Starfield Master of the Hengluo Star Field in order to prevent even more powerful foes from trying to invade it. After learning some of the mysteries of Star Boundary from Yang Yan, Yang Kai proceeds to confront the powerful cultivator when he comes to Shadowed Star. Yang Kai then finds that, even as a First Order Origin King Realm Star Master, he is not an opponent of this cultivator. However, Yang Yan quickly intervenes before a real battle can begin and takes the helpless foreign martial artist prisoner. Yang Yan then departs from the to collect all 9 Star Emperor tokens and at least 6 Third Order Origin Kings in order to go to Star Boundary. Yang Kai sets out once again from Shadowed Star. After numerous adventures, Yang Kai manages to collect the last 3 Star Emperor tokens from the Star Field's 3 major forces, becomes unofficially married to Shanqing Luo and Shui Yue, and allies himself with the requisite number of Third Order Origin Kings. During this time, Yang Kai also sets up a cross-cultivation star space array network across the Hengluo Star Field for more convenient travel. After spending a year with Su Yan, Xiaoning Chang, Shanqing Luo, and Shui Yue, Yang Kai sets out with the Third Order Origin Kings, Ayu, Qi Yue, Gu Kangyun, Wu Dao, and Gui Tzu, in order to finally travel to the higher world. They then combine their strength, with the additional assistance of Long Tianshang of the Hengluo Chamber of Commerce, in order to power the 9 Star Emperor tokens and open up the Star Gate to the Starlight Corridor leading to Star Boundary. In the Starlight Corridor, Yang Kai and the others find that the Saint Qi in their bodies is being slowly turned into the significantly more powerful and potent Source Qi, with the Star Masters Yang Kai and Ayu having a significant advantage in the speed of this process. However, things go awry when the group eventually runs into a group of cultivators from another star field. This group, which stems from the Grand Desolation Star Field, is far more advanced and knowledgeable about Star Boundary relative to the Hengluo Star Field. Their leader, Yin Lisheng, was the first cultivator of the Grand Desolation Star Field, and has already spent years in the Starlight Corridor in order to convert most of his Saint Qi into Source Qi. A malevolent individual, Yin Lisheng then ruthlessly attacks Yang Kai's group with the 2 cultivators he press-ganged into his service. Yang Kai is then forced to destroy the Starlight Corridor, separating him from Xiao Xiao, Liu Yan, and his allies from the Hengluo Star Field. Upon arriving in Star Boundary, Yang Kai quickly becomes acquainted with Lu Shenyun of the Grand Desolation Star Field group, and finds that she is actually an affable person. However, they shortly after end up being placed into the prison of Blue Feather Sect after being captured by some disciples under suspicion of being spies for one of their rivals. After being released from the prison, Yang Kai is forced to join Blue Feather Sect by Bian Yuqing, one of the 4 Third Order Dao Source Realm protectors that currently govern the sect. Eventually, when Bian Yuqing is away, Yang Kai is again placed into prison by one of Blue Feather's powerful prisoner by the name of Wu Mengchuan in exchange for an extremely evil secret art known as Heaven-Devouring Battle Law, once used by the legendary and infamous Heaven-Devouring Great Emperor. As the subject of a previous mutiny by the 4 protectors, Sect Master Wu Mengchuan slaughters the 3 protectors present in the sect as Yang Kai is allowed to escape with Lu Shenyun. Yang Kai then refuses to practice Heaven-Devouring Battle Law due to his suspicion of it harboring horrendous side effects, and instead gives it to his embodiment for both study and practice. Yang Kai then travels alone to Maplewood City, where he meets Mo Xiaoqi. Together, they join a group of cultivators in hunting down a firebird until its mother suddenly shows up and saves it, wiping out every cultivator that is unable to escape from the area in the process. Starting anew, Yang Kai finds work as an alchemist in Maplewood City, and eventually attends an open event to enter the five-colored treasure pagoda of Star Soul Palace, the sect of the Bright Moon Great Emperor. Yang Kai gains many benefits in the pagoda, and at one point meets Zhang Gaoxuan, the dying patriarch of the Zhang family. In exchange for a Dao Source fruit, Yang Kai promises Zhang Gaoxuan that he will return his space ring and last words to his family. Eventually arriving at the third layer of the pagoda thanks to the assistance of Mo Xiaoqi, Yang Kai encounters the extraordinary opportunity to sense its broken world principles, allowing him to take his first steps in transferring the strength of space principles instead of space force despite still being an origin king. After leaving the pagoda, Yang Kai bears witness to the fact that a wood demon that was released within the pagoda has infected some of the surviving participants. Yang Kai then waits as the six Emperor Realm representatives overlooking the events the Zhang family before proceeding to protect them from their former allies in the Lu family, whose patriarch betrayed and killed Zhang Gaoxuan in the pagoda. While wiping out the Lu family, Yang Kai finds that they possess a strange space spirit jade that resonates with the Zhang family teenager, Zhang Ruozai. Mistaking Yang Kai's interest in Zhang Ruozai to be for other reasons, the eternally grateful Zhang family show great eagerness in allowing her to subsequently follow Yang Kai. Yang Kai later attends an auction in Maplewood City, where he is eventually surprised to find that Lu Yan is actually one of its prime attractions. However, Yang Kai is unable to acquire the extremely popular Lu Yan, and she falls into the hands of Ning Yuan Cheng, an arrogant young master of the famous nearby influence, Flying Saint Palace. Likewise, Ning Yuan Cheng is surrounded at all times by strong Dao Source Realm guards. After the auction, Yang Kai follows Ning Yuan Cheng's group with the intention to steal Lu Yan. However, another powerful Dao Source Realm cultivator, named Han Lang, ambushes Ning Yuan Cheng's group first and ends up killing them all with the help of a powerful spirit array. During their battle, Yang Kai learns that Han Lang is actually a fugitive as a former disciple of Star Soul Palace. When Yang Kai approaches the injured Han Lang with the hopes of somehow acquiring Lu Yan, the latter is unexpectedly ambushed and killed by a wood demon that had unknowingly infected Ning Yuan Cheng's body. Yang Kai manages to kill the wood demon with the help of Lu Yan, and from its body he finds a strange two-colored seed. After planting the seed into the medicine garden of his sealed world bead, Yang Kai returns to Maplewood City before finding a Dragon Island token in the possessions of Han Lang. Later, Yang Kai promotes to the Dao Source Realm in large part due to a trip into an alchemy-based cave mansion that belonged to a deceased, expelled disciple of the wondrous Pill Great Emperor. Upon returning to Maplewood City, Yang Kai finds out that Zhang Ruozai has been kidnapped by the local Zhang family, and has been sent to work in their mines. Though he shortly thereafter manages to rescue her, Yang Kai accidentally breaks a seal within the Zhang family mines, causing the release of an extremely potent and corrosive ancient demon Qi. Yang Kai escapes back to Maplewood City before helping it to endure a siege from both the ancient demon Qi and the various monsters it spawns. Eventually, he uses a powerful black tortoise array with the Qin family old ancestor, Hua Qingxi, the Maplewood City Master, Vice City Master, and another third-order Dao Source Realm cultivator of Flying Saint Palace in order to go through the ancient demon Qi and Vice City Master, Zhuang Pan, ends up abandoning the formation in a critical moment, and Yang Kai is corroded by the ancient demon's black purgatory eye as most of the others escape. Before he completely loses his mind, he takes Hua Qingxi into his sealed world bead after she protects him from the Flying Saint Palace cultivator. Now appearing as a demon, Yang Kai fends off three of the Emperor Realm cultivators who oversaw the five-colored treasure pagoda event in Chen Wenhao of Heavenly Martial Holy Land, Feng Ning of Orthodoxy Temple, and Gao Shuiting of Azure Sun Temple, before eventually using the two-colored seed he planted in his sealed world bead to seal the black purgatory eye's ancient demon Qi and regain his consciousness. During these events, Yang Kai also befriends the Qin family old ancestor, Qin Jiayang, along with its young lady, Qin Yu. After learning that Qin Yu's life is threatened by her world tribulation body, Yang Kai heads to Azure Sun Temple in order to ask for a tribulation fruit in order to save her. Once at Azure Sun Temple, Yang Kai ends up joining their elite disciples in going to Four Seasons Realm, which is said to have belonged to the legendary Flowing Time Great Emperor. During the Four Seasons Realm experience, star seals, which allow access to the legendary Shattered Star Sea, appear, and Yang Kai ends up obtaining 7 of them. Yang Kai also becomes famous here for refining the extraordinary treasure pill, which practically guarantees promotion to the Emperor realm. After a very successful trip to Four Seasons realm, Yang Kai returns to Azure Sun Temple and enters their Divine Ascension Mirror World, where he greatly strengthens his divine soul. During his time in the Mirror World, Yang Kai makes a promise to its most powerful soul, Tian Yan, to refine a flesh incarnation pill in order to bring him into the physical world one day. After leaving the Mirror World, Yang Kai makes his way back to Maplewood City and saves Chinyu. After some other events, including dealing with some arrogant young masters, Yang Kai ends up discovering a world energy spring from the former site of the ancient demon Qi, attracting the attention of all the major sects of Southern Territory. Yang Kai, now extremely famous within Southern Territory, is subsequently convinced by Gao Shuiting to accept an inner-sect disciple token from Azure Sun Temple in order to keep Yang Kai is eventually convinced by Yi Jinghan, the young lady of Thousand Leaves sect, to use his skill in Space Force in order to help her sect to recover its legacy. In the process of accomplishing this, Yang Kai discovers that Luo Jin, the city master oppressing Thousand Leaves sect, is actually trying to forcefully marry Qi Yue while holding Yang Kai's other companions from the Starlight Corridor captive. Yang Kai then rescues Qi Yue, Ayu, Gui Tsu, and Gu Kangyun. Upon returning to Thousand Leaves sect, Yang Kai obtains a puppet body for Lu Yan, restores Thousand Leaves sect's access to their legacy, and crushes all the sects that oppose them along with a vengeful Luo Jin, whom he formerly spared. Qi Yue and the others decide to stay with Thousand Leaves sect while Yang Kai moves on. Yang Kai then travels toward Eastern Territory, but, along the way, he ends up accidentally tempting a Third-Order Emperor realm cultivator with a severely injured divine soul, and is chased into what is known as the Solitary Void secret boundary. After momentarily unsealing the ancient demon Qi within his body, Yang Kai manages to kill the weakened Third-Order Emperor despite his Third-Order Dao Source realm cultivation level, but he still finds himself momentarily stuck in a strange world. The secret boundary is soon found by Yang Kai to also have an extremely inconvenient and unique quality, in that its world energy is impossible to cultivate without significantly damaging one's meridians. After toiling for a while within this secret boundary, Yang Kai eventually happens upon an Iceheart Pavilion faction. In this faction, he stumbles upon Bing Yun, a Third-Order Emperor, who turns out to be the ancestral founder of Scarlet Wave Star's Iceheart Valley. As Suyan's martial ancestor, Yang Kai has a deep respect and affinity for Bing Yun, and they quickly form a mutual friendship. They later escape the secret boundary together with some new disciples for Bing Yun. Having appeared in Northern Territory, Yang Kai heads toward Iceheart Valley with Bing Yun. However, they unfortunately find that it is being oppressed by Seeking Passion sect and its young master, Feng Zai. Yang Kai embarrasses Seeking Passion sect multiple times and defeats Feng Zai, but before he can finish him off, Shattered Star Sea suddenly opens. Shattered Star Sea was formed when the heaven-devouring Great Emperor killed 4 other Great Emperors in a massive war within the lower star fields before Yang Kai frees Zhang Ruozai and Hua Qingxi from the sealed world bead so that they can obtain their own beneficial experiences. Yang Kai then obtains many benefits from Shattered Star Sea, including Phoenix True Fire, left behind by the deceased Martial Flame Great Emperor, and the Mountains and Rivers Bell, left behind by the deceased Yuan Ding Great Emperor, as well as a trip into the secret boundary's legendary Source Sea. However, Yang Kai also kills many sect elite disciples, including Feng Zai, who used the soul descent of his Third-Order Emperor realm father, Feng Xuan, before dying. This earns Yang Kai a ton of enmity back in Star Boundary. Yang Kai also ends up killing Wu Mangchuan, effectively ending Blue Feather sect. Eventually, after they come across a collection of hundreds of complete star sources, the talented disciples within the Shattered Star Sea discover a black hole with a skeleton and space ring within it. While Yang Kai is fighting with recently promoted emperors over the right to enter the black hole, the bustling World Great Emperor, disguised as an old swindler, appears. However, his true identity is eventually only discovered by Lan Xun and Yao Si as the daughter and son of the Bright Moon and Serene Soul Great Emperors respectively. The old swindler then fails to convince many of those present, except for Lan Xun, Yao Si, and those loyal to them, to leave the black hole alone. This being the case, he seems to somehow collect the space ring from the skeleton across the void and then throw it into the distance. This is highly effective, and almost everyone is drawn away from the black hole. Meanwhile, an unconvinced Yang Kai remains behind as the old swindler enters the black hole. The skeleton turns out to belong to the still-living heaven-devouring Great Emperor, Wu Kuang. Having inadvertently followed the bustling World Great Emperor, Duan Hongchen, into the black hole through a jade slip he collected from the deceased Wu Mangchuan, Yang Kai then watches as the latter fights to prevent Wu Kuang from regaining his full flesh body. However, The incredible battle between these two extraordinary cultivators stimulates Yang Kai, causing him to have an extraordinarily powerful and conspicuous breakthrough to the Emperor realm. Wu Kuang and Duan Hongchen are then shocked by the power of Yang Kai's breakthrough, and the fact that it even includes the world force. Wu Kuang then states that Yang Kai is sure to die from this attempt. Likewise, Wu Kuang is then absolutely astonished when Yang Kai survives the breakthrough, something he knows that even Kuang's body is destroyed, but his surviving divine soul manages to invade Yang Kai's knowledge sea. However, before the latter's body can be seized by Wu Kuang, Duan Hongchen enters Yang Kai's knowledge sea to help hold the heaven-devouring Great Emperor off. Yang Kai then uses a powerful divine soul attack at the urging of Duan Hongchen to take both him and Wu Kuang out together. Hongchen and Wu Kuang are then subsequently devastated by Yang Kai's incredibly powerful divine soul attack. When Yang Kai subsequently sees Duan Hongchen's dying physical body, he decides to try and save him with a leaf of the immortal tree. Surprisingly, this causes Duan Hongchen's body to wake up with two divine souls. However, though he now shares the control of his body with the divine soul of Wu Kuang, Duan Hongchen still serves as the dominant soul. After leaving the Shattered Star Sea with Yang Kai, Duan Hongchen seeks a way to rectify this error as he quickly parts ways with Yang Kai in the eastern territory of Star Boundary. Back in Shattered Star Sea, Yang Kai learned from his enemy Yin Lisheng of the Netherworld sect that Xiao Xiao appeared within the eastern territory with the latter back when the Starlight Corridor was destroyed. Xiao Xiao then fled Yin Lisheng's pursuit to the ancient Wildlands, which is the origin of the mountains and rivers Bel and famously ruled by 32 Third Order Emperor realm comparable monster kings. These monster kings are in turn led by 4 divine spirits known as Fan Wu, Kanggu, Luan Feng, and Shi Huo. On his way through Eastern Territory, Yang Kai's possession of Mo Xiaoqi, whom he met again in Shattered Star Sea, results in another encounter with Zhu Feng and Li Wuyi, who want to take the young lady back to Spirit Beast Island. Having no objections, Yang Kai also allows Zhu Feng to take Lu Yan, who is attempting to refine the Phoenix True Fire Yang Kai found in Shattered Star Sea, with the hope that she can successfully start on the path of becoming a true including both the rescue of Gao Shui-Ting from the machinations of a treacherous elder of Eastern Territories Brahma Holy Land and the acquisition of a flesh incarnation fruit. Yang Kai and Zhang Ruozai continued toward the ancient Wildlands. In the ancient Wildlands, Yang Kai is ambushed by a group of Netherworld sect cultivators, led by Yin Lisheng, and is provoked into killing them all. In addition, upon their arrival in the ancient Wildlands, Zhang Ruozai has a strange resonance and attraction to its Bloodgate, a legendary existence that is said to hold the divine spirit source inheritances of the ancient Wildlands inhabitants. During further adventures into the ancient Wildlands, Yang Kai and Ruozai eventually stumble upon a disheveled and wild-looking woman, whom Yang Kai later deduces as Bing Yun's long-lost third disciple. The third disciple has been missing from Ice Heart Valley for almost 3,000 years after disappearing during her search for Bing Yun in the Eastern Territory. Seeking to bring her back to her home, Yang Kai chases the third disciple around the ancient Wildlands before he eventually connects with the Stone Puppet Clan. Fortunately, Xiao Xiao is also found to be with the Stone Puppet Clan, who receive Yang Kai as an honored guest in their home. The Stone Puppet and Wood Spirit Clan elders then convince Yang Kai to help them siege the Bloodgate, which is defended by the 32 monsters kings and 4 divine venerables of the ancient Wildlands, in order to help Xiao Xiao to inherit the Tai Yue divine spirit source. Yang Kai eventually agrees with their plan, but the siege fails. Fortunately, Yang Kai manages to trap Shi Huo, the most belligerent of the divine venerables, within the mountains and rivers Bel in order to hold him hostage. However, after making a deal with the other 3 divine venerables to allow the Stone Puppet Clan, Ruozai, and the third disciple to escape, Shi Huo betrays the deal and brutally attacks Yang Kai. The other 3 divine venerable do not intervene, and Yang Kai is then beaten severely as Shi Huo refuses to stop. This infuriates Zhang Ruozai, and causes her bloodline to finally awaken with the terrifying aura of Heaven's Order. Her bloodline then resonates with the Bloodgate as it sends out a shocking strength, which greatly suppresses the slaughter the previously arrogant and belligerent Shi Huo as he begs for mercy, and gives his divine spirit source to Yang Kai's embodiment for refining. She then takes Xiao Xiao and enters the Bloodgate to receive the full legacy of Heaven's Order. The ancient Wildlands' remaining 3 divine venerables have no option but to treat Yang Kai, and by extension the Stone Puppet Clan, with the utmost respect for fear of facing the return of Heaven's Order. Yang Kai eventually departs from the ancient Wildlands with the third disciple, whom he learns is named Ji Yao, after receiving Shi Huo's entire fortune in addition to some gifts from the other 3 divine venerables as compensation for his troubles. This is for the second part of the story of Yang Kai. Please like, comment and subscribe to the channel.